welcome back to my channel. This is Ponky, and today I'm going to be trying a new kind of video. Do you know where I'm filming this right now? I'm at Mr. Srimanta Dutta's residence right now, so I'm going to be interviewing him as you read the title. So I do have some of the questions that I will be asking him, but before starting the video, I would like to tell you all some things about him. So he is the founder of the popular, well-known to you, the group of Anuhilan, and he is also a popular poet and a popular writer of Assamese literature and a novelist, and also he is a professional teacher and doing his job at Hafaloting High School, and it's going to be really fun to interview him, and it is going to be a great video, I guess. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like this video, and let's just go with the flow. Now I would like to ask you some of the questions. Please answer honestly. So first of all, uncle, please just introduce yourself in brief.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Mr. Srimanta Dutta, you know it, and I am a teacher. The name of my school is Hapoluddin High School, and my district is Shipsagar. The name of my village is Saring Duarapar, and our village has one most important matter for you because Moniram Devan, he was born in our village.
Oh, now, firstly, I want to come for your childhood days. Some of the most memorable and special moments that you can share with us. I mean, I feel like that all of your novels and some of the books you have experienced all the true stories and wrote it down in your novels, and it feels so amazing to look at. So, can you just share some of the memories?
Okay, I have different kinds of memories about my childhood. Because if I go back to my childhood, then I have to share you about my primary school's experience. When I was reading in the LP school, the name of my LP school was 891 number. That means 891 nang Prathamik Vidyalaya, okay, in Assamese. And in that particular school, I was reading. But for the first time, when I got admitted there, I did not want to go to school, and my mother beat me. And our headmaster, his name was Lolit Bhuya. He used to bring me to school from my home because I hesitated to go to school. And there was a teacher, his name was Sardar Nogen Nacha. Actually, he was a terror for me. He when he asked me questions, then it was a very horrible matter for me. Ah, because if I would not reply him, then he would beat me. And different kinds of experience I had. But in my childhood, especially when I was reading in class 4, then I had been suffering from pox. It was a very great problem for us. It was a very severe problem for us because the villagers of our village, they actually lost their hope whether I will be survive or not, because it was very serious condition. And thereafter, I was reading at RKP Boys High School. It was a boys' high school. The name of the full name of the school was Radhakanta Pukan Boys High School. And when I was reading at high school, then I was dance at mathematics. Hmm. The mathematics was one of the great terror for me. And due to mathematics, I could not improve in my studies because it was a great tension for me. If I would not able to get good marks in mathematics, then what would happen? And in this manner, it was my another experience. And actually, the most important experience was that when I was reading in high school or in primary school, then our economic condition was not good, and that is why I had to fight against poverty, particularly at that moment. And such type of experience I had in my childhood. Yes.
Obviously, the maths teacher one, I'm also like the least favorite subject of mine is also maths.
Yes.
Okay, now today you're famous with your own name as Srimanta Dutta, as well as the founder of Anuhilan. So it can also be said that if the head of a coin is Srimanta Dutta, then the tail must be the other.
Yes.
So now, how you inspired to establish this social media group of Anuhilan? Please share your struggles, odds, and obstructions that you had to face to make it.
Actually, in the year 2019, on 7th October, not October, sorry, November, we started the group Anushilan. And at that moment, we thought that the new writers who did not get any scope to write, who did not get scope to expose themselves, that is why we thought that if we create any platform for the new writers, especially for the new writers, then they will get the scope and they will get the opportunity to establish themselves as a writer. And that is why on 7th November in 2019, we decided to establish that platform, and we have already given the name Onushilan. And actually, for the first time, I did not have much experience in the field of social media, and that is why I faced some problems. But with the help of my intimate friend and another our admins, their intimate friend means Kripali Bhuya, you know about her, and she supported me and my sister uh, Nilakshi Datta, Madhurandhara, Rasmi, and my wife Pallavi, and another series Rekhamani, Junti Datta, Manisha Bara, etc. etc. They helped me, and with the help of our admins, assistant admins, and actually with the help of my another friends also, we have started the journey. And at that moment, uh, with great experience, we can say that we have 70,000 members in our group. And actually there may not be some struggles. Some people sometimes comes to our group who wanted to show their argument with us. Hmm. Actually they like controversy, but I am such type of person who always take himself away from her away from the controversy. And that is why when any controversy arises, then we want to solve such type of controversies. And therefore there is a peace and calm situation in our Anushilan. And each and every members of our Anushilan group, they enjoy a lot here because they will not feel any difficulties, any insult, any ignorance in our group. Yes.
That's really cool about the group because I feel like it's super calm and peaceful, and that's great. Okay,
Yes.
so now some of you might don't know, but actually you were a cancer patient,
Yes.
and you won and you overcome from this critical disease.
Yes.
So, what is your appeal for the patients who are still suffering from these kind of diseases?
Actually, there must be three things. We must have devotion for the doctors. We must have determination that after taking the medicine or after taking the treatment, we must survive. This is determination. And another is dedication. When any patient will get the treatment, then the treatment is very, very, very difficult. You can't imagine it, how much difficult it is. But when a patient faces the treatment, then he must have patience and he must have determination that I must take the medication and I must survive in this world. And when a patient suffers from such type of diseases, then for the first time, he should have to make the plan for his future life. That after recovering from this disease, I will do such type of thing. I will solve such type of problems of the society. Then I think that God must help him, and God helps those who help themselves. And at this moment of suffering, when a patient would help himself, then God will help himself. Then he can, and then he must support. And then he must get the support from the God also, from the family also. Then he must survive in this world. Okay. And another fact is this that I want to request for your channel. Each and every person of this world, they should avoid something. Those things are they must avoid the gutka, they must avoid the wine, they must avoid the smoking because these are the most important things which may create the germs of cancer, not germs of cancer, which may create the that means you know that cancer is the disease of cells because some good cells when dies then they started to kill another good cells. Okay, then the cancer increases in the body of a person. Then I request each and everybody, please take rest. Don't continue a restless life. But my life was very restless, and due to that problem, I think that cancer was appeared in my body due to my own creation because I spent a life which was totally restless.
So we all know that you are a kind person. You have said a lot right now that you are such a great, and yes, it is all great. But now we all know that you are extending your helping hands to needy people at any time, either through your group or personally. So how do you manage it?
Yes, actually, the thing is this that if you have eagerness to help someone, then you must. For the first time, you should avoid your selfishness. When you will think for others, then God will give you the way. This is 100% sure. And when I was suffering in cancer, from cancer, then my treatment was going on in Mumbai. After my surgery, the next day of my surgery, when I was lying on my bed, with half sense, not full sense. I was half senseless, totally senseless. No? But it was the 50% I was senseless. But at that moment, I thought that if I would if God would give me one new life, then I would help the people. Then I think that for that particular reason, God has given me a new life. And that is why at each and every moment I think that if I would help any needy people, then God will help me. And when some people expresses their feelings, expresses their problems in front of me, then I could not bear it. When some people shed their tears, then it was totally unbearable for me. And at that particular moment, whatever money in my pocket, I want to share with them. And another fact is this, that I have a large number of well wishers who used to help me when I want to help the needy people. And that is why I think that with the help of God, with the help of my well wishers, friends, and another familiar persons to me, they help me. And actually, the first thing is that you must have determination to help others. Then you can manage it. Okay? But I think the person who may face any difficulties like me, it is possible for them to help others. Otherwise, the people who never faces any difficulties, they will have they will never think to help others, because they don't know what is problem, they don't know what is struggle. Okay. Yes.
So the moral is obviously be positive and help others.
Yes.
And now I feel like it's not only Onuhilan that you are connected with, but also other many social media platforms. So how many social groups you are operating with and why?
Actually, before 5 years, I created a group. The name of the group was Jatra, a journey to destroy cancer. And through that Facebook group, we did some works like free eye camp, like blood donation camp in this minute. And thereafter, in the year 2019, on 27th October, we created another group, and the name of that group was Jatra Ek Sahanubhuti. Okay, it is a WhatsApp group. And through this WhatsApp group, we collected rupees 100 per month. But there are some honorable members who wanted to contribute more than 100 rupees. Our some honorable members contributed more than 1000 or more than 500 when they have special occasions like birthday, like marriage anniversary. Then we collected the money. Suppose per month we collected sometimes 15,000, sometimes 20,000, and sometimes more than 20,000. And when we collect the money through our WhatsApp group, then we select especially three members who are suffering from kidney diseases, who are suffering from heart diseases, who are suffering from cancer or any critical diseases. Okay, then we select those three members. Sometimes three members, sometimes four members, and sometimes two members, and we contributed them 5,000 to each other. And in this manner, till now, we have contributed 4 lakhs and 93,500 rupees.
Okay, that's
From
much.
our Jatra group. And from our Anushilan, we contributed more than 7 lakhs. And within a few days, we are going to give the scholarships to some merited students who had already uh, successfully passed out in the SS final examination and SS final examination. So within a few days, we will contribute them more than 30,000. Okay.
That's such a nice thing to do, as everyone knows.
Yes.
So now let's go for the Onuhilan part. How is the position now of Onuhilan and what is the response of the people of Onuhilan?
Yes. Actually, the uh, response of the members of Onushilan, it is very good. It is very satisfactory. That means I want to say that it is excellent, because some people who are working, not working, who are creating their works in our Onushilan group, actually they are purely new writers. Most of them are majority people are new writers. They create their poems, they create their short stories, they create the experience of their life. And after writing, suppose after practicing, you know that practice makes a man perfect. And after practicing for 1 month or 2 months, their hand would become perfect. Then they want to express to me over telephone that, sir, we get the great satisfaction in our mission, because the situation is also very calm and comfortable here, and no one neglects us, no one ignores us here. And that is why we think that the people, actually there are maybe some people who may be jealous for Onushilan, but they don't pay attention towards the negative things. But the people who are working and who love our Onushilan with their heart, then they get the great satisfaction from Onushilan. And I think that in future they will be good writer. And another fact is this, that there are very senior writers. After retirement, they started to write something, and they get some company in our Anushilan. And the main motto of our Anushilan is that we must help others. And it is the humanity of Anushilan. And it is the quality or token of the Anushilan. That is why most of the people, they like Anushilan. Okay. And I would like to say you that our members are available in USA also, in UK also, means all over the world. And I think that it is a great shelter for each and everyone. We are 70,000 people here, and the people whose heart is very soft, who are purely selfless, they think that we are the same members of the same family. Yes.
So how you started the Anumilan group?
Actually, Onushilan, I told you that I had a dream. I am a person who wanted to so dream when I was awakening. Okay. I don't see any dream at night, but I want to dream my dreams when I was awakening. Okay. Or when I am awakening. Actually, in the month of May 2019, with my intimate friend Kipali Bhuya and his husband Chorodda and my wife Ballavi and I, we were discussing that we must create a group, in which group we will give the opportunity to the new writers. And in this manner, we discussed it in the month May. Thereafter, we discussed with our Nilakshi Datta, my sister, and with Madhurandhara. And in this manner, Madhurandhara introduced me to Rasmi Buragohai. We have given the responsibility of the settings of the group to Rasmi. And that is why, after thinking about the matter for a few days, not for a few days, for a few months, we started it. Actually, the creation of Anushilan, it is related to my struggle from 2013 to till now. I wanted to do something for the welfare of the people, and that is why within my struggle, I have also included the Anushilan group. Yes.
As I know, you're initiating so many programs like literature, educational, social, etc., and that is really beneficial for students like me and others. And it's a
Yes.
really great thing to do. So, are you satisfied from all the works you're tendering for the society?
Yes. Actually, I think that if I do something for others after my death, people will remember me. Suppose I have a tuition, I have a yes, I have tuition classes, you know it, but most of the students, they don't pay their fees, and it is not. I don't dissatisfied for it because I know that their economic condition is not good, and that is why they are unable to pay me, and that is why I don't get any hurt because without fees I am taking tuition. I don't think it. And another fact is this, that I have a YouTube channel, you know about it, Srimanta Motivator. I used to teach grammar to the students because there are some students who may have mobile phone, but they may have not any capacity to, by paying the fees, they would take tuitions from other teachers, and that is why I do it. And another fact is this, that I want to write something. I'm not a man of letters. I don't want to say that, but I want to create something in the field of literature. Suppose I compose poetry, I compose short stories, novels, etc., etc. Because that gives me satisfaction. It actually keeps me away from my struggle, which I was suffering. That means, particularly, I want to say that a cancer is one kind of disease which not only gives you physical torture, it gives mental torture to a patient also. And when I keep myself busy in the field of literature, then I think that it gives me reliefs to such type of mental torture of my life. That is why I used to do different kinds of things. And actually, it is one kind of money for me. If I don't do anything for the society, for the welfare of the society, then I could not live happily. That is why I continue this struggle, I continue this journey for the sake of the society.
So that's great to know about your past before times and
Yes.
now. You're really a great person, a kind person, and a successful person. So, as we all know, that behind a successful person, there are a lot of many other
Yes.
people.
Yes.
So if you have to remember some of them, then who would they be?
Yes, for the first time, I must tell that my parents, my family, my wife, my son, my intimate friend, and my sisters. Actually, they are not blood and flesh relation, but our relation is more than blood and flesh relation, and more than blood and flesh, because the assistant admins of our group, they also help me in each and every step of my life, and my another well wishers, they also help me, and especially from my struggle to till now, I have to tell about my wife, because you know that behind every successful man there is a woman. But behind every successful man, there is a woman. But in my life, if you think that I am a successful person, then I have to tell the names of several women. First of all, my mother, my wife, my intimate friend Kripalivnia, and my sisters. In this way, they are behind me. And actually, I think that in my field, the numbers of the women are larger than the numbers of men.
Men.
They used to help me. I don't know why it is, but they used to help me, because if any person get the support from their family, then it is a very helpful method for him to be successful. But I don't want to say that I'm a successful person. Yes. And you asked me about my future plan. Eh? My future plan is this, that I want to create some writers. Suppose after our deaths, if we write any books during our lifetime, then after our death, the people will see our books. Then they will remember, oh, he was such type of person who created some poetries and who wrote a book of poetry, who wrote a novel, who wrote a short stories in this manner. And that is why I think that if we would create some persons, uh, if we create some persons means if we create some writers, then we think that they will get the introduction after their death also. Hmm. And another fact is this, that I want to do something for the welfare of the students also. And that is why we have some plans, so that some people, some students who want to continue their study, but due to their financial condition, they could not continue their journey. We think that in future, we will help such type of people. And I have also another plan, that I will publish a film. It will be, the matter will be on the positive side of cancer, because when we are going to read a novel, if the writer elaborates something about cancer, then he always wants to establish the negative side of cancer. But when the negative sides of cancer will be noticed by a patient, then he will be fed up. Hmm. Then he will think that I will also not alive. And in this manner, I think that in future we will create a film in which film the people will notice that cancer is curable. The each and every positive sides of the cancer disease. Okay.
So that was my last question, and
Yes.
the interview is done now, and it was a really fun conversation.
Okay.
So hope you guys liked this video, and if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And yeah, thank you for
Okay.
everything, and bye.
Thank you so much, Boston.